Welcome everyone to Get Bricked. Today we've got a couple of helicopters to compare from Makeit blocks. So let's go ahead and get them opened. Thank you for joining us today on Get Bricked. Today we've got a couple of helicopters to compare from Makeit blocks. Now these are done up in two different styles. First of all, we've got the police version done up largely with the blue. And then of course we've got this other one done largely in white, which is apparently the fire department's helicopter. So let's go ahead and take a look at these ones side by side. You'll notice right away two different styles. The police one done up in the blue is of course a more compact style. It doesn't include any minifigures for that kind of set and actually only has 25 pieces. Now if we move over and look at the other one, the fire department helicopter, it actually does include a minifigure there, a nice pilot with a bit of a visor it looks like, and it does include 23 pieces. I like the look of both of these helicopters, but let's go ahead and take a look at them a little bit closer individually. So for the police helicopter, it is more of like a compact kind of style. It does have just the propeller on the top, no rear propeller of any kind there, but it does have the red translucent piece on the back, which is a nice change it looks like to add a little bit of a different kind of coloring to the build. I think to me the main thing is like the landing gear on the sides of this one. It's a little bit odd because it's just pieces that are held in there by clips. So of course those can be moved a little bit and they don't kind of sit always at the exact same angle. So it's an interesting kind of style to go with that instead of having like the actual kind of landing skis, essentially, I guess you call them. But it doesn't look too bad because it's got the white there to signify where the cockpit would be, where the windows would be, of course. And we've got the main body done up in the blue. So it definitely has more of, I guess, a police kind of feel to it. Now I do like the propeller on this one because it actually has the two longer propeller blades, but it does have a couple of shorter ones, almost as if they are looking to have like a vented kind of look on those ones as well. So it's a different kind of style and makes it look a little bit different when you compare it to the other helicopter. Now switching over and taking a look at the fire department helicopter, I like that this one is done up with actually less pieces, but it does have a larger frame to it overall. Because I feel like on the policeman set, they used a bunch of smaller pieces, so it's very much more compact it looks like. But this one, they've incorporated a lot of bigger pieces. We've got the 2x6 piece for like the main base of the helicopter, the bigger skis, the bigger pieces that are built for like the column where the propeller attaches, and we've got the larger 6x1 pieces done up with the flat panels for the propellers at the top as well. But if we go ahead and take a look at the minifigure first, just on its own, you'll see first of all it's got that gray body where it has like the main body of the figure and the seat and the steering wheel kind of all molded together in one. And I've talked about that in previous videos for these kinds of sets from Makeit blocks where they always seem to do it just as one solid color. I'm yet to see one where it's broken up and multicolored with like two different colorings, or like the body one color, the seat another color. So interesting to kind of see that they're sticking to just one coloring for that. But if we move up to the head, we've got of course a little bit of like an angry, maybe concerned face because he is from the fire department. Maybe he's out there trying to spot some wildfires or something like that. And then we've got this kind of short brown, kind of almost shaggy kind of hair for the top of it. It's interesting that they gave a hair piece and didn't actually give like a helmet to go with him, because my first thought would maybe they'd give him a helmet to wear, seeing as how he is a pilot. But otherwise though, the figure doesn't look too bad just for the simplistic nature of it. And I like that we got that in this set at least. Now taking a look back at the helicopter overall, it does have a good look to it with the way they've used the bigger pieces like I mentioned. Now of course we've got the propeller on the top, we've got the back propeller as well, and it's largely done up with the white and black, and then a little bit of the gray on the skis kind of matching the minifigure. But I think the interesting part for me is getting these translucent pieces on the front where it's actually like a translucent hinge piece as well as a translucent panel piece where it's got that extra like back panel that they've used to kind of make it a bit of a windscreen for the build. So that's interesting, and that's actually my first time seeing those kinds of pieces done up in like a transparent kind of style. I don't know if other brick manufacturers have done that where they've done those kinds of pieces done up in the translucent. So that's an interesting piece to add to my collection, I think. And lastly for this set, I'm very happy that we get a couple of skis for the landing gear. I think it's good that we actually got that with this set because it just brings it together and gives it that helicopter kind of look to it. It's just a shame we didn't get one more of the white arch piece there at the bottom holding them together, because it would have been nice to get another set of those just to kind of fill it in a little bit more at the bottom there, make it a little bit more sturdy and stable. So now that we've had a chance to take a look at both of the helicopters, I think personally I'm happy to add the fire department one to my collection a little bit more. It's more the kind of classic kind of helicopter look you'd expect, plus we get the minifigure, and like I mentioned, we get a couple of nice clear pieces to add to the collection as well. But I gotta say, there is still something charming about the smaller police helicopter style as well. But let me know your thoughts on the helicopters in the comments below, and any other sets from Makeit Blocks that we should be on the lookout for. And don't forget to like and subscribe and get that bell on to be notified about our next video. Now, before you take a helicopter ride, just be sure to tell everyone that you just got bricked.